Hello, I'm Drew, and I'm back again with my quest to make a game every month. This May, I'm making a 4x hex map. I've always really enjoyed hex maps in games. I think they offer a lot of versatility, and I wanted to make one in the vein of some strategy games that I play. I wanted to make a couple of changes on the normal hex map system, though. First of all, I want to make bigger blocks of hexes that would all contain similar characteristics next to try to make it a little bit more interesting, have a higher level than the individual hex to play around with. The second thing is I wanted to have each of those blocks to be one of many preset possibilities. I always thought that the randomness was too extreme on a lot of the hex map games I've played, and having it be preset makes it a little bit prettier, and I think it also just lends itself to more interesting situations. Another major thing that happened with this game's development was I learned about the concept of technical debt. With technical debt, the idea is as you continue to work on a project, bugs will accumulate and things which you didn't entirely mean but just kind of got left in will accumulate unless you deal with them. And if you leave them for longer, it'll be harder to fix. And that led me to making possibly too many versions. I started in the first version of the game, mainly focusing on just placing down hexes. The math behind it's actually kind of complicated. But as you can see, I made this big block of hexes, and after that, I managed to do a couple more iterations in that version, and I got this map with the blocks being of two different types, either ocean or desert. I decided, though, I wanted to have one big desert. With the second version, I made it so that it was entirely desert instead of having the blocks be either desert or ocean, and I had the big blocks inside of what I call the macro block for an individual climate. I also added in the preset tile configuration so that inside each block there would be the same configuration of deserts, plateaus, mountains, and etc. With the second version, I also implemented a system for coastlines and having a coastline block. However, I didn't really like how that turned out, so I decided to scrap it moving into the third version. With the third version, and there was a couple of things I wanted to do. First of all, I wanted to rework how the blocks worked. I added the outlines so you can clearly see what is part of which block. I also decreased the radius of each block from 3 hexes down to 2 hexes. So I had to rewrite a lot of stuff there. I also added the new resource system where resources would generate on the map. But I want to get more into resources next time. I'm planning to come back to this game in a couple of months and try to add more functionality and make it more of a game. But until then, thank you for watching my video.